Thokozani, I am Pabadimu and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for viewing my video. Today I'll be talking about Dlozi and finances, or rather Dlozi finances. Something I think, people shy away from, but I believe more twasa. Financial education is something that needs to come with the Dlozi curriculum because it's important. Once I think our people are financially educated, they know better and they do better. The whole point of imsamu to, like I said, is you tapping into your family's wealth and all these other things. But now the tricky part is maintaining that, securing that, showing respect towards that, right? When I speak about money, people are often thinking, Dlozi needs to bless me, Dlozi needs to give me money. People are often complaining. I think let's just call this a part one video because there's so many topics within the whole aspect of finances and all these other things. But today I'll be touching on the gifted people and, pricing and us as the masses, respecting our finances and all these other things, right? So you will find ukuthi uyaphahla continuously bogogo ngicela ningiblesse bogogo ngicela this and amadlozi akho they do this, but the trick is you need to be specific because times have changed and money has changed, and what was 100 rand in your gogo's day is like 100 rand, not like this 100 rand we have today. So I always say you need to be specific ngezinto idlozi lakho that has given you. So that is why you hear about in communities kunabantu begababa nemali, and labo bantu labo today bayahlupheka, they literally have nothing. It's the case of idlozi lakho gave you whatever it gives you, you don't understand, and what you did with it was the problem. You need to respect imali. Money is a spirit, I always say, and for you that are continuously thinking money is the root of all evil or money, but you need to think of money in a positive light, right? You attract what you think about, right? So you need to respect your finances, be it however idlozi lakho has given you your finances. Are you working or uyasebenza, whatever the case might be, whatever idlozi lakho has given you, or bambiloto, whatever it is, respect the finances that idlozi is bringing into your life, no matter how small or how big. One, imali iyalaliswa emsamo, right? The reason why I was stressing the importance of at least every African child deserves a good abe nomsam where you interlink or connect namadlozi wakho, or where you go, because think of umsam as an African diary. So you need a diary in your life. So you go and put that money in your diary, and I always say umsam should not be without any money. At least have lots of coins, if not have some money, 10 rand, 20 rand, 30 rand, 40 rand, no, 10 rand, 20 rand, 50 rand, 100 rand, 200, one of each, and have it big some and some coins over there, right? Do not leave umsamako dry, because amadlozi are providing all securities in all aspects: food, water, shelter, money, clothes, yes, spiritual lives and all these other things. So you cannot just, when you don't put certain things, you put all these things because that is what your family is providing for you, or rather what you are getting from your people, right? So you need to do that. Imali yalaliswa emsamo. You cannot be getting X amount of money and awilaliswa emsamo when today, and what you are doing today you need to go pay up accounts and all these other things. At least take out 10% of that, or some percentage of it, there for at least 3 days max. You understand that? Because some people just have a problem with handling money. You need to respect. I always say money treats you how you treat it, and every time if you're gonna live a hand-to-mouth situation, you need to go back and reflect on how you treat money or how you carry money. Or when I'm on your money, you use your money on useless things, but you're making all these promises to amadlozi ukuthi yazi gogo mina nangipha le mali nonke ngizonenzela 1, 2 and 3, and when the money is here you don't do that, because namadlozi now they test you. They really test you, because money is not the root of all evil. Hear me, money is the root of all consciousness, because you get to see a person's true colors when they have that little much in their hand, So now when it comes to that, you need to respect whatever amount of money you have from each other. So respect the money. Stop borrowing people your monies, guys. At least do it via EFTs or something. Do not give that hand to hand like Tati Maliako. And I'm so against that. Don't come to me and borrow money for me. But anyway, that is just the case might be. So those are things that are there, you know, imali ayihloniphi, imali iyalaliswa, you know, and all these other things. Imali, you don't just treat it like garbage. You don't carry money like this, you know, and put it in your boobs like this, you know. You imali hlalisa kahle. All the animals, you know, need to be facing on one end. You treat money properly, you know. One only current of money, not currents. What am I saying? Type of money I don't use is imali mnyama, like your 50 cents, 10. I don't use that money, so I hardly have those. Even when I have those, I give them out. So, but enduminyam, that kind of money is not allowed. Mali mnyama, we don't use that because there are a lot of things going around. But I think we'll talk about that when we get to part 2. So, why I say good financial education is important, especially Mautwasa. People often leave epithelium and you know, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to even, you know, you don't even know your spiritual worth, and you don't even know your spiritual work, and you don't even know what you're charging people. For the first few while I was charging nothing. Then it got up and I was like, can you send nobody, you know, now? And someone would come with 10 rand, Thokozani. Someone would come with Thokozani. I'm a go bad. And I got to a point where it was like, no, man. And I started charging 10 rand, started charging 10 rand because I heard goods. There was some other Sangoma, you know, charging 10 rand. Because I honestly didn't see anything, you know. I don't know how it works. So if there's someone going through like whatever it is, and this video is going to be useful for you, right? So when you come back from Epiphany, it's important that you sit with yourself and namadlu, even if you don't take a gap year. I want to say the basis of charging, at least, you know, start at some amount, reasonable, you know, enough to understand where you are, because you're still a freshman, you know, you still need experience, you know, and some people don't even trust you. So imagine me coming to give you 1,000 rand just for you to consult me, and I don't even trust you. You know, you build a relationship with the people you are helping, or rather your clients. That is where the trust is, because I need to know that when I'm coming into your ndumba, I am coming there in a safe space, and whatever is said there is salalapo, point blank, you know. So when it comes to pricing and all these other things, you leave ipetlo and you're like, let me go on Facebook or let me go on Instagram and how much is she charging for a consultation, and like, I'm gonna charge this X amount like she is. You don't know why I'm charging what I'm charging, and you don't know what's the agreement between Namadluzwami too, right? And you there's an experience that it comes with, and with the work we do, it's not the same. And sometimes the problem is me, I'm a client or other people, you know, because you like to compare induba zaban. But I went to so and so, he charges X, and marum sevens wake, and I went to X so and so. We see ourselves differently, and we value ourselves differently, and we work differently. So you cannot be comparing me to Babu screwdriver, and just because Babu screwdriver and Uhlola Veling is screwdriver, and I know why I'm charging the amount I'm charging, because before I could even charge this, I was charging nothing, you know. So there's absolutely nothing wrong, because what people don't understand is we live our lives, like, and our Dlozi literally blacklists you from working. So this is the only 9 to 5 you know, and the only work that you're allowed to have. For some of us, I'm speaking for us who are literally in our numbers 9 to 5, you know. So this is the work we do, and I think once as an African people we get to a point where you stop looking down on the work we do and you start respecting our work, then you will stop feeling, or rather have the sentiments you are having, and you will respect umuntu namadlozwakhe. Because you might know, you what you need to know is that before naming twasa kunomuntu othwasile before me kuze ngizotwasa, you understand? And at the same time man you twasa angangathwasa mahala, or you know, it was money spent there, you know, and literally I lost my life to start this new life. So now what it's not necessarily an exchange of spiritual benefits, but an acknowledgement that this person is putting in an effort. Because what you don't understand is that connecting to the spiritual world connecting to the spiritual world, just let's say one person, it is emotionally and physically draining, right? So the problem is with our African people, you feel entitled to the work we do. Just because we sit here and talk to you, free mahala, post on our pages, you think, yeah, she has to do that. No, we don't have to. I could sit at home and record all these things and have them released when I die, you know? But because of the passion and the love we have, we say respect our job. You can't even have a decent conversation with the person. Automatically, they're reaching out in their boob, and already they're taking out this big paper, eparama poopo. respect our work, because that is why this whole notion of unendumba, because that is your office. That is where you get to see your clients. You cannot be turning some parking lot in a mall into indumba and all that. You need to respect your work, respect your dlozis, respect who you are. And there are expenses in between our work. There's things to be bought and there's need, we buy, I'ma buy, like our life is expensive, guys. It doesn't come cheap. So we're not necessarily saying it's wrong or we should charge X amount of people. Respect the work we do. I don't remember people walking into a doctor's surgery and be like, but why are you charging me this amount of money? I mean, you don't even do that, but you get that clean, clean every day. You get there, it's smelling good, there's clean tissue, there's all these other things, there's medication that doctor has. That's the same thing with us. We need to be able to fund for whatever needs you have. So this is why there is this work with us. But now, the problem is that you being gifted and thinking that this is a business. It is not a business. If you're going to look at it as a business, then yeah, you are headed for destruction, because it's not a business, right? It is, I always say it's important to learn to save, because now what people are doing is you're becoming hyped up of this fake social media lives and you have a point to prove. For example, I'll take me. The life you see on Instagram, who I am, that is me all the time. And I absolutely have nothing to prove to anyone, because that is me. I have no standards to that's me. And I don't have anything to fake or to prove anyone. I'm my number one fan. Woohoo. But once you start now thinking that, oh, no, I need to do these things and change 1, 2, 3 and, that's when you start doing things wrong. You cannot today client liaison consult, and then and there you take that money and go buy alcohol or go do X amount or your bechi or yako. You don't do that. You need, that's why I say financial education is important. Have bank accounts, guys. It's very important. It's kazamaj asafane zakdala. I got a comment from someone then who say, EFT. We are looking after our monies. Have bank statements where you know that this is the X amount of money that ingenile this year, or rather this month, and it's X amount of money from Emalini Abakoko, and this is X amount. It's learn to save. It's not that my easy mail automatically goes to your for example, side note, when I would go there, when clients would come, automatically his mom would be like, okay, his name was Vande, but the mom would like, Vande, and he would come and and automatically that gets annoying. You need to also reiterate to your families, good say, yes, black tax is there, Mara, we will only do what we need to do, because now at the end of the day, it's not your money. You are just the vessel within the work. That's why and then kunama expenses zasekhaya, because you cannot imali edlo zungalungisa izinto zasekhaya. You need to do izinto zasekhaya, whatever is needed to be done. If you have a child, look after your child. And then at the end, you can do that. You cannot take yonke imali and not do anything about it. That is why even it's important that on a yearly basis, or in a year, just for a Thanksgiving ceremony, because those are things that I don't think are necessarily taught appreciably. That is why it's just a Thanksgiving. Sometimes you don't even have to say a Thanksgiving for finances, but a Thanksgiving is important. And all these other things, there's a lot to do. And I want to say, take into consideration your presentation, how you carry yourself, and etc. It's very important, because we are living in an age where everything is now digital. There's nothing wrong with having a social media platform, but your social media platform asindumba yako. At the end of the day, unendumba yako. Just because you people, you can go live and do it, but does not mean so respect how people are working. I want to even go to the extent of saying, don't even bring your monies to me, just come put the money in my account. Respect how that person works. The other time I went to someone's Duma and speed points. Don't do that. But you come into Indumen's age and you want to discuss and you want to come gossip about me and all these other things. It's very wrong, It's very wrong. It's always important to understand that we are different as a people. If we look one point, you got what you needed, then go to Gog Jack and she's gonna give you whatever she's needing you need to get for that particular time. So it's important that you respect your finances as umntana wedlozi and not take advantage of what you are getting from wedlozi and thinking there's more where that came from. Because once amadlozi see good, you're not respecting the finances they are giving you. This goes for everyone. Uzohlupheka or uzolamba. But one thing I can assure you, be it uyasebenza or awusebenzi, idlozanye kula lungadlanga. Like, I've been broke. I'm not saying but there are days where, I did not understand what I understood now. And I would ask myself, but I would not even sleep on an empty stomach, even if it's just tea and bread, but there would be something. I understand. So that's why I'm saying, Guti, respect everything any in. And you praying and parting and saying, God, I need this amount of money or etc. Now, Connor, you need to also know that you need to be specific. You might say, I need X amount of money, and Amadozi just give you X. You need to be specific about what you want and what are you using it for. And I must say, I don't say, I'm an about man. It's in your cover la fast you respect their kind of money, because I don't want to lie, it's something deep. It's something deep. It's very deep. I don't know how to explain it. And that is why even Mesio Trela, this was something that was revealed to me through my dream, because that was like Abogoko, reiterating whatever they needed. I was asking in the dream, why every time we go Emanzini, we need to throw in coins and all of that everywhere? Because what I was shown that underneath the water, there is so much money, like is money for days. So you actually honoring your people, because it's banks and banks and banks of our clans, right? And don't ask me too much questions. This is just spiritual revelations. So now, you are like giving back. You understand? And it's I don't know how to explain it, because now you see the gogs don't want me to reiterate this. Okay, go, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Not yet. So it was that. So I got to see that and I was like, oh my gosh, now it makes sense. And I understand it makes sense why when you dream of certain things, or why when you dream of imani, don't come here and comment with your dreams, because I don't do dream interpretation. Respect my work. You'll when you want to dream interpretation, you'll come to me. So it was that revelation that I got. So respect imali. Respect imali, guys. Even if you feel good, okay, maybe I don't want to use paper money. Take whatever you have and change it into coins, and at least have something somewhere. Don't leave that money there and ungabina next. And that is why the question is abantu umuntu azothi, hey, izangoma ziyahlupheka, or uyathwasisa imali lekangaboni ukuthi enzani ngayo, or this and that. Honestly, I always say it's financial education, because you have people to please. You get that money and or you think like there's no time this day and age. You need to clean, look after yourselves. Whatever money, go buy and look good. Like buy and look good. Like don't do that to yourselves. I'm not that expensive, so you can afford that. It is giving you to be able to buy uniform, because this is uniform, guys. It's uniform we wear, and it's things that we need, beads and all these other things. So it's stuff that at least you need to look at. So respect your finances, whatever it is that you get, and look after your family. Learn to save at the same time, so you know what you're working upon. Because trust me, when you don't do that, is of value office, is of value office, trust me, is of value office. So do the right things and look after your finances and all these other things, and don't gauge your work with someone else's work, or be like, I'm going to use Paul's price list, or I'm going to use, you don't know why I'm doing that. It's wrong. You're not doing any injustice. Maybe Mina, it's okay for my people, or maybe when it will be like, but we as a rope, or whatever the case might be. So like, you need to be protective with your gifts and honor the work you do. Don't let people feel entitled and abuse your work. And dear people, respect Indumazavan. Don't come out here comparing Kokos Banban because they're charging X amount of. They know why they're doing that. And don't be fooled with everything you see on the media and be pressured to say now mailing slay and all these other things. Yes, you can slay us because there's absolutely nothing wrong, because now everything is out there on social media. But now the thing is, I don't want you to be living a false life and end up broke or end up not having anything. You understand? Or now me lose because you need to live to some standard. Darling, if they can afford it, they can do it. If you can't afford it, then it's okay. Live within your means. But no, good usem 17 and a family yamados iyaqasha and iyadiliza anytime. That is why kunabantu today selling amabhayi nobuhlalo, and nothing is going on in their lives. Because you don't know the decisions some people are making, So it's important to do that and respect that with your finances. So respect your finances, Dlozi Finances. Now watching this, respect your finances. Don't be giving out your money. Carry your money well, do the right things. And money is a spirit. It listens, it hears, and how it responds to you, it's more of a spiritual thing. So sometimes it's not necessarily you being broke all the time, but it's your thoughts towards money. You cannot be saying boko penny and hey like your people are listening to you and they tell money is like whoa and all of that. So always invite energies of money, the spirit of money into your life so that it can live inside you and live with you and what the case might be. That's why about imali, because people that have will not necessarily imali but those that don't have, they'll be speaking that language. Basically you attract poverty whatever the case might be. Like I say, department, there's a minister of finance, there's a minister of health, there's a minister of all these things. That's the same thing with our ancestors. So probably you are not clicking with your minister of finance. Go back to the drawing board. What are you not doing right? Because it goes deeper. Like I would say in my video of dissecting, I forgot what it was, but talking about the part of umdao, what it does, how we connect to the water and all. Just visit that video after you finish watching this and you'll get some insight as into why imali iyahlonisha, because we all guys, it's deep. So I'll post the part 2 once I think I've sat down with the bosses, and I think I have so much in depth with that, but this was just part 1. So let's learn to respect our finances as a people and learn. So I'm not a financial guru, but I'm just sharing my advice with you and be like, take your work seriously and take whatever you're doing seriously, because at the same time, you need to do so much work. Now it's social media, invest in your money, because at the same time, you need to pay data, you need to all these things. So there's a lot of things going on in this age of healers. We do virtual readings, we do all these things. So know what you are doing with your money. Don't just be that person. So thank you so much for your time. I am Pabadimu. I'll see you on part 2. I don't know where that will be, but whenever it comes up, you'll see your notifications. So if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and click on the notifications button and invite your friends and their friends. I am Pabadimu. Thank you so much for being my channel. Thokozani.